Okay, hello everybody. This is Lama Caroline here in NgalSo Tantric, and we're going to continue with the explanation of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing. Okay, so I hope you're all having a good week. That everything's okay with everybody. So first, as usual, we're going to say some of the NgalSo preliminary prayers. Yeah, the right thing to do before we listen to the explanation. Okay. So who likes? Please follow me. Okay. Namo Guru Bhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Bhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Guru Bhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Triratnaya Sangye Jada Sogi Jonamla Janchu Badu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jinsogi Pesonaki Trola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Sangye Jada Sogi Jonamla Janchu Badu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jinsogi Pesonaki Trola Penchi Sangye Drupasho. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until enlightenment. Through the practice of generosity and the other perfections, may we become Buddhas for the benefit of all sentient beings. 7 limitless thoughts to turn the mind towards bodhicitta. Semchen tamche dewa dan dewe gyudan denpa gyuchi. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. Semchen tamche dunyel dan dunyel gi gyudan drawa gyuchi. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Semchen tamche dunyel mepe dewa Dami Drawa Gyuchi. May all beings abide in the happiness that is beyond all misery. Semchen Tamchen Yeri Jada Hanida Trawe Tamnyon La Nepa Gyuchi. May all beings abide in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. Semchen Tamche Lusengi Duhunale Soshin Trayun Lusen Dewadan Dempa Gyuchi. May all beings recover from the sicknesses of mind and body pollution and enjoy relative and absolute health now and forever. Semchen tamchen NgalSo tochin china nochu koyu dashin samane gyuchi. May all beings relax in a pure and healthy outer and inner environment now and forever. Samchen tamche dazan bulingi kedo tadan chinagi shide dan dukun denpa gyuchi. May all beings enjoy inner and world peace now and forever. Blessing and purifying the environment. Tamche duni sashida semala sohame pada la tiltanya bedurye ranshin jampu hone gyuchi la dami che pese no susham dahanyi kitro kunsan che la name nanke kangu hunkyab gyuchi. Om Namo Bhagavate Benza Sawa Pramadane Tathagata Ahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tetsa Benza Maha Vidya Benze Maha Bodhicitta Benze Maha Bodhi Mandrapa Samkramana Benze Sawakama Awarana Bishadana Benze Soha. Expressing the power of the truth. Kunjo Sungi Dempada Sangye Danjanju Sempa Tamche Jingi Lada So Niyon So Zo Pena Dan Chempoda Chuki Nampa Dachin Sangi Mikyape Togi Deshin Yidugyuchi. Invocation. Malusem Jen Kungi Gungyuchi. Dude Punje Hemize Jomzela. Nona Maluyanda Kengyupe. Chomden Kochene Dishesu. So. Gosangupe Gone Chaselo. No Shayitro Chupa Malubo. Tobmenesa Ditun Tamchesha. Kepa Ge Wahanam La Jiran Kowamato Badule Shune. Trola Chuki Hikolo Kowadan. Dasha Jena Janchu Chempu no. Mandala offering. Sashipuki Joshi Metotram Rirali Jihini de Gempadi Sangye Shintu Mite Buwai Trokona Dahashin La Chupasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami. Making requests to the lineage gurus, especially His Holiness Kyabje Trijang Dorjichen. Losangel wa kungi yesheni, Shri Tudri Mehegel Tenzin Peso, Ratan Kyoko Gyaso Trudunkun, Trinchen La Meheshabla So Wade. Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Sasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasiti Hum. Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Sasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasiti Hum. Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Sasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasiti Hum. Making request to Lama Ganshan, the founder of the NgalSo tradition. Lo chosan po pel gyuta shipa tu jenten petrin le ya no da pe gedro lo zan pe ze pachen pa de la me shabla so wade Oma guru Badradara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bhadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Humo Maguru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bhadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Humo Maguru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bhadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Hum. Kyoni lama kyoni yedan kyoni kadro chukyonte dene zunte janchu badu kyumi kyase misowe didan badu chime tayan tuje chakyu sunzola shishi jidro nodru konso tengi droso bachosu kyoni lama kyoni yedan kyoni kadro chukyonte dene zunte janchu badu kyumi kyase misowe didan badu chime tayan tuje chakyu sunzola shishi jidro nodru konso Tengi Drosam Bachosu. You are the Guru, you are the Yidam, you are our Daka and Dhamma protector. From now until we achieve the essence of awakening, we seek no other refuge than you. In this life, the bardo, in all our future lives, please hold us with the hook of your compassion. Please liberate us from the fears of samsara and peace. Grant all realizations, be our constant friend, and free us from all hindrances. So, having requested 3 times in this way from our holy lamas, body, speech, and mind, come white, red, and dark blue raisin nectars that dissolve into our 3 places, into our crown, throat, and heart chakra. We receive the 4 kinds of obscuration are purified. We receive the 4 empowerments. The potential to achieve the 4 Buddha bodies is awakened, yeah? Okay, and then we imagine that from Rinpoche in front come a second one, like a kind of holographic rainbow one, to wherever we all are in the world, comes to the crown of our head, dissolves through our central channel, and mixes with our subtle mind at our heart. So our Guru's holy mind blesses our mind, yeah, and we get a kind of mind transplant or something, yeah. Our mind becomes uplifted with the Guru's holy mind energy, okay? Pakyoke kudan dagi lu, pakyoke sun dagina, pakyoke tuda dagi dunya mechi tu jingilo, makyoke kudan dagi lu, makyoke sun dagina, makyoke tuda dagi dunya mechi tu jingilo. Okay, mantra of self-healing and spiritual company, the mantra of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Okay, so hello everybody. Hope this week everything's okay for you, and I hope you all tried to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. If you remember last time, we were talking about this idea of exchanging ourselves for others and what it meant. And we said, let's try for a few days to imagine somebody else's situation. And I hope we all did that and actually felt some empathy towards that person and started being nicer to them. That would be like the ideal result of doing that meditation, yeah? To actually, have some more empathy. As Rinpoche always said, we need to open our small, selfish heart into the big, open heart of compassion, yeah? Okay. So very important, yeah? The basis of Mahayana Buddhism is this, okay? Peace and empathy. Yeah? So if we don't have much, we need to develop work on it, yeah? And because we're not fixed, because we don't have a fixed personality, it's possible, yeah? Okay? So we're looking at this book, yeah? NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2 by Lama Caroline Rinpoche, okay? This is the second edition in English. Yeah, if you don't have a copy, if you look on our website, ngalso.org, yeah, we have a bookshop and you can order one if you want to have a paper copy. Anyway, I'm looking, if not, you can just listen to me for free, no problem, yeah. I'm looking on page 62, yeah, which is a kind of, we call it like a point meditation of the Lamrim, the stages of the path, yeah. So in Tibetan Buddhism, especially our Gelugpa tradition, the whole spiritual path from A to Z is laid out in a very clear, easy to follow manner, yeah? Okay? So this is like a kind of summary or something like a checklist of all the stages we need to go through to put our mind in the right direction and change our mind from an ordinary person, like just thinking about ourselves, not happy, dissatisfied, into gradually becoming a bodhisattva, yeah? Yeah, and so our life is then focused for the benefit of others, okay? So this kind of checking meditation actually implies that you know the teaching, okay? So now I'm just saying very quickly, yeah? So please, if you want to know more, on our NgalSo website, we have a lot of teachings about this. If you want to know, for example, about karma, or the 3 higher trainings, or how to generate equanimity, love, compassion, and so on, yeah? Or tranquil abiding, superior seeing, all these kind of things, yeah? Very, very important, yeah? When I was young, yeah, I was in one Buddhist center called Majjhimaka Center, and I spent like 1.5 years listening to these teachings, yeah, like every day, you know. It's very important, like as a fundamental basis of our spiritual path, yeah, that something of this we integrate into our mind, yeah. Anyway, so our Rinpoche, Lama Genshin, he always did like very nice, very easy way for us all, yeah, okay. So anyway, also, here we do imagining that from Buddha Shakyamuni, all the holy beings, from Rinpoche come lights and nectars. So these kind of realizations are awakened within our mind stream, yeah? So I said last time, yeah, that we were going to talk a little bit about the benefits of bodhicitta, okay? So bodhicitta is the mind of enlightenment. So bodhicitta, basically, there's 2 types, yeah? But basically it's about extending our circle of caring, yeah? Everybody has empathy for somebody, let's say their family, their pet, their partner, or somebody, yeah, okay? So the idea of bodhicitta is we extend our circle of caring, and we develop empathy and concern for more and more people, yeah, okay? So therefore, first we start with the basis of developing equanimity. So we have that famous meditation of one person we don't like, one person we really like, and one we don't care about, and we're examining our reaction to those 3 people, yeah? And then we remember, oh, you know, I really don't like that person, and why? And then we figure out it's because, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago they forgot our birthday, or they were rude to us or something, yeah? Some small reason, usually, yeah? And then the one we like, then there's some reason, yeah? And the one that we don't care about is because actually we didn't have any interaction mostly, yeah? So that we need to see that these labels of like enemy and friend and so on are from the side of our mind, yeah? And also, like many times, it's true, no? Our enemies later become our friends, or sometimes our friends become our enemies. Everything's impermanent, yeah? So what we need to do with this kind of thought process is to develop a warm feeling towards everybody based on the idea that we're not like, we cannot live in isolation, yeah? So everything around us, our life is based on the kindness of others. For example, the town we live in, the house, the internet, the supermarket, our clothes, our car, everything we have, our glasses, every single thing is made by somebody else, yeah? We only contribute a little bit to this world that we live in, yeah? So indirectly, whether other people mean to be kind to us or not, they are kind to us because they provide the basis for us to live, yeah? So therefore, you know, we should develop like a kind of warm feeling towards everybody else, thinking, you know, without them, I would starve to death. I would have no clothes. I'd have no job. I'd have no money. I'd have no glasses. I'd have no computer. So thank you, everybody, so much for kindly providing me with all these things. Yeah. Yeah. So we need to develop a warm feeling towards all humanity. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And not have like this partial mind of people based on like particular sort of nationality or characteristic or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. So based on the idea of having some kind of like deeper kind of empathy and equanimity towards people, yeah, at least a kind of warm feeling when we meet people, yeah. Then comes the idea of love. When love means this unconditional kind of love, which means may you be happy, yeah. So just wishing people profoundly, may you be well, may you be happy, yeah. Yeah, and then if we actually start to develop this thought, then immediately we start to think, but actually people are not happy now. Yeah? They have many different difficulties, many problems. We know that's very clear now. So then comes this feeling of compassion, yeah, okay, like wishing others don't suffer, yeah. So these 7 limitless thoughts that we repeat at the beginning of all the NgalSo practices are also to turn our mind in this direction, like may all beings have happiness and its causes, yeah. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes, yeah. Yeah, may all beings experience the happiness that's beyond all misery. That means to reach what we call nirvana. Yeah, nirvana is the mental state where you don't experience any more suffering. Yeah, and that's possible. Anybody can experience it if we apply the right technique, the right method. Yeah, hundreds and thousands and millions of people in the past have reached that state. So there's no reason why we can't too, if we put the right methods into practice. Yeah, okay. So. Okay, so we need to develop love, yeah, unconditional love and compassion, yeah, and then this thing of what's called equalizing and exchanging ourselves with others. So most people, they consider their own welfare primarily. Okay, yeah, it's normal. That's how people are educated to think now. So first it's like, okay, maybe we try like 50-50, would already be like a huge difference, no? Yeah. And then we were thinking, like the end of last week, imagine putting yourself in somebody else's position, like thinking, what would it like to be that person? You know, what would their big experience be like? And hopefully we all came to the conclusion that we should be nicer to that person. Hopefully that was the result of that. We should be kinder. We should put more effort into helping them in whichever way we can, yeah? So once we develop this feeling, no, of genuine empathy towards other people, then it's like, develops this feeling, I would really like to do something to help others. And many people I know or I don't know, anyway, they're suffering, they're in difficulty. So I myself would like to do something, yeah, this more kind of humanitarian kind of mind, yeah. So from this, okay, then we try and use whatever kind of capacity we have through our job, through our career, whatever, any kind of personal quality. But then comes out this thing called superior intention, which is like, I myself would like to do something and to develop whatever capacity and ability I have up to the highest level I can in order to be of the best ability I can, yeah, okay? So from this, what we call this superior mind, then comes out the mind of bodhicitta. Like, so what would be like the maximum way I could help others? Yeah, okay, maybe I could get a PhD in I don't know, environmental studies. I could I don't know, like develop like new kinds of plants for people to have more food in the third world. Maybe I could be a doctor. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. Many things, no? Okay. So from our Buddhist point of view, of course, all this is wonderful, yeah, and very necessary as well, yeah. But on top of all those kind of things, also, we should try and develop our mind, our inner qualities. And a Buddha is somebody who's completely developed their mind and their inner qualities. So we think, I would like to become a Buddha. Or if not a Buddha, I'd like to become a Bodhisattva, yeah, somebody on the path to awakening, yeah. So it's like, how do you say, like nowadays, I don't know, neuroscientists and these kind of people, they say we use, I don't know, like 10 or 15% of our mind, our brain or something, yeah, okay. So it's gradually, like Lama Caroline always said, we need to gradually learn to use more and more of our brain, yeah, okay. Now we use very little of it, yes. So actually that's good because we've got lots of excess capacity, yeah. So anyway, so and we can learn to use it. So even as we get older, yeah, if we practice meditation and all these kind of self-healing methods, we can improve our mental capacity and find many, many more ways to be kinder and more empathetic and more wise, you know, so we can help others in a much better way than we would have done normally, yeah. So then a bodhisattva is somebody who has like this deep wish, I would like to become awakened for the benefit of other beings. And he not only has the wish, but is actually doing something to bring that about, yeah, okay. These people we call bodhisattvas, like an awakened warrior, a being on the path to awakening, yeah? So an actual bodhisattva, they have to actually have had the first experience of reality, yeah, okay? Yeah. Before that, they're like, how do you say, like a wishing bodhisattva, yeah, okay? Aspiring to be a bodhisattva, yeah? But in order to be an actual bodhisattva, it's not enough just to wish to change and also wish to be of benefit to others, yeah? You also have to have an actual experience of how things work, how things function, yeah? So we need to listen to and hear about the nature of reality and meditate on that, yeah? And then gradually, as our minds become clearer, yeah, as we understand how things actually are, then we gradually pass through what's called the 10 bhumis, which is the stages of a bodhisattva, yeah? So what I wanted to tell you to conclude from what I was saying last week is the incredible qualities of bodhicitta, yeah, okay? Maybe, because you see in life, yeah, we put a lot of effort into things. I don't know, maybe we want to do a PhD, maybe we put a lot of effort into making a business or something like that, yeah? But why? Because we're convinced of the benefits of doing so, yeah? But what we're not really convinced of is the benefits of bodhicitta. Why? Because we never heard of it, that's why, yeah? So it's like maybe something new to most of us, because most of us weren't brought up in a kind of Tibetan Buddhist background, yeah? Yeah? So there's actually 10 benefits of bodhicitta, yeah? So I'd like to share those with you, yeah? So the first benefit of bodhicitta is if we generate this mind, I wish to become a Buddha for the benefit of all beings, yeah? If we truly and deeply benefit like that, if we truly generate that, yeah? Then we actually enter the Mahayana path, yeah? So when I'm talking about bodhicitta, this is not like something intellectual. Just think of the example of Rinpoche, yeah? Like a couple of days ago, I was talking with some friends, yeah? And they're thinking to make one film about Rinpoche, okay? And they were saying, for you, what was the most incredible thing about Rinpoche, okay? And the most incredible thing that you saw over all these years? And I just said, well, it was a bodhisattva, no? Bodhicitta, for me, was like the most incredible thing about Rinpoche. Like every one of his actions was completely marked by this quality of bodhicitta. So all of us around were bathed in his incredible love, his incredible kindness, yeah? So we were all kind of like sunbathing in that blissful feeling of being around somebody whose mind was totally dedicated towards other people, no? Which is like not a unique experience, fortunately, because fortunately there are many other people like that in the world, but we were incredibly lucky to be in the presence of somebody like that. Also to show us that it really was possible, yeah? That, you know. So we say, okay, all of us, we say, oh, I'd like to do self-healing, I'd like to do Tantra, I'd like to do all of this, yeah? So Tantra, yeah, is part of Mahayana Buddhism, yeah? So if we want to become a Mahayana Buddhist, yeah, we need to develop bodhicitta. There's no other way, yeah? So what does that mean at our level? We need to open our hearts. We need to start to think about other people. Like maybe we need to start being kinder to people, yeah? Like every day try and commit a random act of kindness, yeah? To somebody we don't know, just be nice to them. Like, for example, okay, now we need to wear those masks when we go out, but still we can smile and they can see our eyes, no? Okay. Or maybe, anyway, there's still many, many things we can do to be kind and help others, yeah? Okay. So every day when you should do at least one very kind thing without wanting anything back, yeah? Why? Because this is the foundation of our palace of enlightenment, yeah? Because if not, forget all the chakras, forget all the fancy meditations, forget the colors and the rainbows and the lights and all this. What we really need is to have our mind turned towards the Dharma. We need to open our hearts, yeah? Change our small selfish heart into the big open heart of compassion, yeah? And think more about others than ourselves. Then everything else, Rinpoche always said, is easy, no? But what we need to do is make an effort on these basic things, like control our emotions, be more peaceful, yeah? So when somebody annoys us, which is very often, don't react, yeah? And also, like, be kind, yeah? Okay, if we can get those two things together, we're definitely going to go in the right direction, bit by bit, yeah? Like baby steps, we will go towards enlightenment, yeah? Okay, then the big things gradually will come automatically if we create the right causes, okay? But now we need to create all the basic building blocks, yeah, to put our mind in the right way. So first, by generating bodhicitta, and for us at our level, we can generate aspiring bodhicitta. That means I would really like to be a bodhisattva, yeah? I'd like to have that kind of awakened mind, that open and expanded mind, where I knew what to do to help others, yeah? And I'll always put that in the center of my life, regardless of whatever else I have to do, my job, my family, I have to go shopping, I have to pay the taxes, everything else I have to do, okay? But the main thing in my life is I want to become a bodhisattva, yeah? Central idea, yeah? The rest is just the decoration around that allows me to fulfill that wish, yeah? So if we think like that, then, okay, regardless of whether we're a monk or nun or in a Dharma center or a monastery or whatever, we're truly practicing the Dharma, yeah? And Lama Genshin, he very much emphasized that, us in the modern times, but he always said we should be like a monk or nun in our own house, yeah? Now, he didn't mean in terms of our relationship, but he meant to be a Dharma practitioner at home, yeah? So the main central goal of our life is to practice the Dharma, to evolve, yeah? But of course, around you have the house, the job, the cat, the parrot, your children, whatever else you have in your life, of course, yeah. But the main focus is personal development for the benefit of others, okay? So first benefit of bodhicitta is we actually enter the Mahayana, yeah? So if we enter the Mahayana, then we can actually enter the tantric path, yeah? And without bodhicitta, we cannot, yeah? Okay? Second thing is we become a son or daughter of the Buddhas, yeah? So these days I have been watching The Crown on Netflix, I have to confess, yeah, which is about the British royal family, yeah, okay? I'm British, I like that kind of thing, yeah? So, for example, yeah, if somebody's born a prince or a princess within a royal family, yeah, okay, then automatically, as soon as they're born, everybody respects them. Why? In terms of their lineage, yeah, because one day there will be a king, or either the king or the queen, or at least a prince or a princess of the royal family. So it's the same with developing bodhicitta, yeah, okay? Automatically, yeah, we have this, if we develop this mind, it's say we enter into the lineage of enlightenment, the lineage of the Buddhas, yeah, okay? So this is like, anyway, like that, okay? So, third benefit is if we develop bodhicitta, we surpass hearers and solitary realizers. So what does that mean? Okay, a hearer, in Buddhism, we have 3 kinds of Buddhism. One's called Theravada Buddhism, yeah? One's called Mahayana Buddhism, the other's called Vajrayana Buddhism, yeah? And what we actually do is a bit like a telescope, okay? We actually have to practice all those 3 types of Buddhism, but not all at the same time, yeah? It's like, first, our whole practice is based on non-violence, yeah? Ahimsa, yeah? Do not harm yourself or anybody. That's the basics, yeah? Then, if possible, on top, try and help them, yeah? Okay? Okay, so this is the basis of what we call Theravada Buddhism, or we would say the pratimoksha, the way of personal ethics, yeah? Okay? So a hearer is somebody who is on the path to developing nirvana, which is personal peace, yeah? Okay? Which any of us actually can do if we put the Buddha's teachings into practice, yeah? If we take responsibility for our own situation, if we acknowledge that our own karma and delusion is the root of our own personal dissatisfaction and unhappiness, yeah? And then if we put the Dharma teachings into practice, we can gradually free our mind from all the different levels of suffering. And we can become what's called a hearer or an arhat, yeah? An arhat is somebody whose mind is completely free of negative habitual tendencies, so they don't suffer, yeah? Okay? And there's been many, many hundreds and thousands and millions of arhats in the past, and there's even still some in this world today, yeah? Like I said this before, like one time we were in Burma, no? And with Rinpoche, no? And there was one arhat there, yeah? Still existing, and Rinpoche wanted to go and see him, yeah? A real living arhat, yeah? So they still exist, yeah? Okay, so of course they have very high level, they've reached nirvana, yeah? And then a solitary realizer is somebody who, actually through the power of their karmic imprints over very many lives, they've reached nirvana by themselves, yeah? Why? Because in many, many lives they practice the spiritual path. So, for example, a solitary realizer is somebody who, because of their incredible karma from other lives, they're walking down the beach, I don't know, they see like a shell or something, yeah? Or a bit of wood, an old bit of wood. And then they look at it and they think about nature and they think about impermanence and cause and effect. And then, let's say, the coin drops, yeah? And they understand the nature of reality. And as they understand how things exist, how things function, then they stop suffering, yeah? They achieve nirvana, yeah? Anyway, so there are a few special in the people in this world, yeah, who are called solitary realizers, yeah, okay. So okay, also one high. We call the hearers, the arhats, we call them small Buddhas, yeah. The solitary realizers, we call them middle Buddhas, yeah, okay. But what we want is to develop bodhicitta. We want to enter the Mahayana path, yeah. And why is it according to our Lamrim teachings that we've surpassed hearers and solitary realizers? Why? Is because our motivation is so much greater, yeah? Because we're as a bodhisattva, we're not concerned anymore for our own peace and well-being. That's too small. That's just me, no? One person, yeah? We're thinking about everybody. So of course, a bodhisattva and a hearer, there's no comparison, yeah? Because the bodhisattva is the one who's actually concerned with the well-being of all the people on the planet. So it's incredible different minds, yeah, okay? So that's the third benefit. Yeah, we surpass hearers and solitary realizers in terms of our motivation. Yeah, okay. Fourth benefit is we become worthy to receive offerings and respect from humans and gods. Yeah, so people start to respect us for our spiritual qualities. Like, so for example, yeah, over the past 30 years, I was traveling, working for Rinpoche, okay, going all around the world here and there, met all kinds of people, high to low, rich or famous, I don't know, all kinds of people, actors, politicians, everybody, academics, all kinds of people, yeah. But honestly, I mean, of course, each one is interesting and has their own capacity and so on, yeah. But truly, the ones I truly respected were the ones with spiritual capacity, yeah. Why? Because they really do have this extreme empathy for others. So for me, the ones I truly respected were like some of the high lamas that I met, that I saw truly and deeply had this incredible empathy towards other beings, yeah. So when we in Buddhism, when we divide people, we don't divide them in terms of like wealth or status or academic ability and that kind of stuff. Yeah, we distinguish people in terms of ordinary or superior. Yeah. So actually, there's two kinds of superiors. Superior people, that means who understood reality. Those with bodhicitta and those without bodhicitta. Yeah. So the maximum actually is the superior beings with bodhicitta, those who understand reality and have incredible empathy for others. Yeah. So that's like the maximum capacity, maximum thing for being a wonderful person. Okay. Okay. So then the next benefit of bodhicitta is this is a good one. We accumulate huge amount of positive energy. Yeah. So, for example, if we develop bodhicitta, which is this deep and unceasing wish to benefit others, yeah, and to transform ourselves into a person with more ability, then even if we spend our time sitting on our sofa or lying in bed eating popcorn, we're still accumulating incredible positive energy. Why? Because actually most things are actually coming from the side of the mind. So even if we're sat in bed eating popcorn, anyway, we're thinking about others, yeah? We're not just sitting there thinking about ourselves, yeah? Which is the difference from being an average person, yeah, okay? So that would be an incredible benefit, yeah? Whatever you do, every single, like somebody like Rinpoche, no? Or the other high lamas, yeah? Whatever they do, morning to night, because they have this powerful motivation of bodhicitta, all is positive, yeah? And also another thing that we have here in our tradition is we have a samaya, a vow not to judge the actions of bodhisattvas. Why? Because we don't know what they're thinking, yeah? Because, that, like, for example, Rinpoche was always like, all the time, like working out how we could help other people. Like, there's many people all the time were calling him, I'm sick, I have this problem, this, that, yeah? So all the time, as I saw him for years and years doing this, he would sit there and it was like figuring out like which was the best way to help somebody, yeah? And then maybe pray, you do some positive action. It was always like he said, it was like moving merit from one place to another, yeah, in the best way in order to be of the most benefit to others. So many times when he was like, I don't know, maybe looked like he was sat there eating a croissant or something, yeah, or drinking tea, yeah, okay, or maybe he was in the gompa like he was asleep, no, but in his mind he was completely busy with all these kind of things, no. So this is what we mean by why a bodhisattva is different from us, yeah? I mean, looks like the same, no? Eating croissant and drinking tea and maybe falling asleep, but inside what's going on in their mind is completely different, yeah? Completely, so morning to night, whatever they do is positive. So that would be something incredible, yeah? Maybe now, as ordinary people, maybe some is positive, some not so positive, and some negative, yeah? Okay? But bit by bit, we need to put the mind in that positive direction. And the magic ingredient to make our life super worthwhile, a precious human life, the best of lives, to die without regret and all this is bodhicitta, yeah? So nowadays we talk a lot about investments, no? Oh, I'd like to, I don't know, people say, oh, what shall I invest in? Shall I invest in gold? Shall I invest in the stock market? Shall I invest in this and that, yeah? But if we think about it sincerely, the best investment we could make would be bodhicitta. Why? Because, okay, let's say, I mean, I have various friends who do the stock market and this kind of thing. Sometimes it's going up, sometimes it's going down. This is not sure, yeah, okay? looks like some kind, sorry, to me, it looks like some kind of gambling, yeah? Sometimes your investments go well, sometimes they collapse, yeah? Okay? But what is sure is if you invest in kindness, in empathy, in developing this incredible wish to benefit others, this is always certain to give us a positive return, absolutely guaranteed, yeah? No doubt, yeah? Okay? So this will never cheat us, this will never deceive us. And also it's one of the few things we can take with us because, for example, when we die, we can't take our bank account, we can't take all our jewels and our car and our clothes and our stuff, but we can take our bodhicitta, yeah? Which is why we seek the incarnation of our lamas, yeah, our high lamas, yeah? Because they have this incredible like dedication, this like Rinpoche dedication from life to life, yeah, okay? Like no chance to do anything else. We'll come back again and again to care for others, yeah? And that's why we have incredible respect for them and search for them and facilitate their education and so on, so they can continue to do that from life to life, yeah? So anyway, best Bodhi Rinpoche used to say, you know, rejoicing is the best investment, no? He made some t-shirts, no, in Kathmandu, and we had these t-shirts, rejoicing is the best investment, yeah? But now we should also make this bodhicitta as the best investment because truly, even more than rejoicing, it is, okay? Okay, then next benefit of bodhicitta. If we have this bodhicitta mind, or at least let's say we have 10%, 20%, 30%, if we're like getting there towards the bodhicitta mind, yeah, then we quickly destroy even the most powerful negativities and bad habits within our mind, yeah? It's like, I don't know, like a kind of positive atom bomb, yeah, or something that burns away all negative, all delusions, all bad feeling, everything like wrong in our mind is burned away by the incredible positive energy of bodhicitta, yeah, okay? So anyway, so we should really make an effort to develop it, yeah, okay? Then next benefit, we fulfill all our wishes. Like, okay, this is easy to see now, like Rinpoche, yeah? When he first came to the West, he was always saying, you know, you know, when he gave speeches, he always just say, I'm a poor Lama, you know, this kind of stuff. And it's true, he was poor, yeah? Like, for example, when I went to Milano, yeah, in 1990, yeah, Rinpoche was in a little flat in a not such a nice area of Milano at the time, yeah? The flat, okay, very kindly was given by Franco Ciccarelli, from the Ciccarelli family, yeah, okay? Like, so Rinpoche could stay there for free, and then we make the Kumpan Institute, yeah? But Rinpoche was not so rich, yeah, okay? But anyway, whatever money he had, he would use to support the centre and all the rest of us, yeah, yeah? So, one little flat, yeah? Tiny little flat, and all the rest, we were all crammed into the Gompa, yeah? All sleep, like, we're all crammed there like sardines sleeping in the meditation hall, okay? Very simple, yeah, okay? But anyway, then gradually, like, everything took off, you know? I mean, I watched it with Rinpoche, you know? Like, then come more and more and more centers and disciples and all these incredible things, you know? Why? Why did that happen, yeah? Why? Because everybody who met Rinpoche, they were very touched by his kindness, his genuine, like, empathy and love towards every single one of us, yeah? Okay? So then many people, like, felt like helping him, yeah? In his works to benefit others, no? You know, he didn't go around saying to anybody, please give me money or anything like that, but people just automatically wanted to support him, you know? And then, okay, his wish, when it says all your wishes will be fulfilled, I mean, if you're a bodhisattva, you don't have like the normal wishes, yeah? You don't think, oh, I wish, I don't know, maybe I can spend like 6 months of the year in the Caribbean or something like that. No, your wishes are like, oh, I'd like to do something really beneficial for the most people I can. So like, for example, Rinpoche, he did like all kinds of things, you know? Like he sponsored a leprosy center in Kathmandu. He had the Help in Action project, no? So it helped thousands and thousands of people in the third world, like orphans, yeah? Very old people I mean, in Nepal, the health system is really terrible, yeah? So there's many old people with absolutely nothing. So there's like an emergency fund, yeah? So if somebody's really old and sick, then through the Help in Action, they can get like medical assistance and so on, yeah? He did reforestation projects in Ganshan, no, in Tibet. He built an aqueduct. He opened a clinic for disabled people in Tashi Lumpur. He did all kinds of incredible things. I'm sure Help in Action, they're producing like books about all these incredible like social actions that Rinpoche and his Help in Action Association, they did like really, really amazing things. Plus the rebuilding of the Buddhist monasteries all around the world, and the sponsoring of philosophy colleges, and helping nuns, and building Western Dharma centers and libraries, and publishing, all kinds of things, yeah? All kinds of things for the benefit of others, okay? And I'm sure I've missed out like most of it, yeah? But many, many, many incredible things, yeah? Okay? So our wishes will be fulfilled, yeah? But on the personal level, the Rinpoche always said, yeah, like the historical Buddha Shakyamuni said, was supposed to have dedicated enough of his punya, his positive merit, that all of us who spend our lives full time in the Dharma will have enough, yeah. But Rinpoche said it will be enough, not what you wanted, but it will be enough, yeah. So maybe we have to sometimes adjust our expectation, yeah. So if we think, oh, I'm not happy because I don't have 10 pairs of Gucci shoes, well, the Buddha didn't dedicate. Or maybe you do, I don't know. Maybe you found them in our charity room in Albagnano. It's possible, yeah? We have lots of Italian friends bringing beautiful things, yeah? But if not, yeah, we also need to accept all the wonderful condition that we have, you know? And also it's true, no? Around Rinpoche, like in Albagnano, yeah? Wonderful condition, yeah? And not only there, in our other Dharma center around the world, yeah? But especially in Albagnano, which is where Rinpoche put a lot of effort and energy, you know? Such wonderful conditions. It's like being a god in the Dharma realm, no? So everything's so beautiful, lovely food, lovely views, beautiful accommodation. Really not so much to complain about, no? Yeah. Anyway, so our wishes will be fulfilled, but remember, your wishes should be good ones, yeah? Okay, next benefit of bodhicitta, will be free from harm of spirits and so on. So basically, in modern terms, that means our psychological problems will go away, yeah? So this is easy to understand, yeah? Because the more focused we are on ourselves, the more miserable we are, yeah? The more self-obsessed we are, the more neurotic we are, yeah? And the more unhappy, no? And conversely, the more we think about others, yeah, and do something. It's true, no? For example, like these studies of 100-year-old people, centenarians, yeah? One of the causes apparently of getting old is having a lot of social involvement, yeah, caring for others, doing something of benefit, yeah. And conversely, one of the causes of having a short life is being very lonely and just thinking, you know, for whatever unfortunate reason, just not having much social contact and focusing on yourself, yeah. So we could also add, actually, you will also live longer, okay. So our psychological problems will diminish, yeah. Okay, and then, okay, like in the ancient way of thinking, yeah, we're not the only kind of people in the world. There's also many kinds of spirit people, okay, there. So even these kind of people will feel our love and kindness and empathy, yeah. So, for example, there's many, many stories from Tibet, you know, like, I don't know, there was like some ghost or spirit or something giving everybody a really hard time, and nothing would work, and they'd call all the lamas and they'd do pujas, and nothing worked, yeah, big mess, yeah. And finally there would come one monk, one simple one. This is the typical kind of story. There's many like this, yeah. And then this monk would just sit there very simply, and everybody's like, it's not doing anything, what's happening? And actually the monk was sat there and just meditating on love and compassion towards the spirit, okay, the ghost, whatever, yeah, who was in, let's say, in the haunted house or whatever. And then everything would stop, yeah. Why? Because the ghost, the spirit being, would actually think, oh, somebody cares about me. And then it would stop being angry, nervous, irritated, and the whole situation would be calmed, yeah, okay. So this we can also understand in the everyday life, yeah, because if we this is the best way to resolve our problems also with others, is to be genuinely kind and have love and empathy towards them, not just like say it, yeah, but deeply and profoundly, yeah. And this is what Rinpoche had, no? So he had all kinds of people around him, you know. And sometimes we used to think, how can he have all these people, yeah? Like, that person's horrible, yeah? How can you be with that, you know? But that person that we thought maybe was a horrible person, maybe for the first time in their life, they felt somebody had recognized their goodness, yeah? By Rinpoche had recognized it, yeah? And then they were like so completely like happy and blissful, and then they did start to change. So we saw that many, many times, yeah? So Rinpoche always said, like, okay, there's the life of the Buddha, the Lalita Vistara, yeah? He said, yeah, that's very nice and everything and beautiful, and even we got all the panels from Indonesia, and we've got 120 of these stone panels which illustrate the life of the Buddha from our Albaniano center up to our new Temple of Heaven on Earth, okay? And we have the book and everything, oh? But Rinpoche said, that was a long time ago, yeah? And he said, many people come to me and they say, you know what, Rinpoche, that's okay, but I can't relate to that because that was like 2,000 years ago, ancient India and all that stuff. But I can relate to you, and what I can see is really true based on your example, yeah? So Rinpoche, he said, actually, why he said he always asked us to write down our experience, about what was it. He said, because in the future, this will be like the new Lalita Vistara, yeah? He said, not because I need everybody to write something about me, yeah? But he said, because you modern people, you need to see that it's true that kindness really works, that peace really makes a difference, and so on. Not just, oh yeah, some Buddhist book, very interesting from 2,000 years ago, like some ancient fairy story or something like that, yeah? Okay? So Rinpoche, so I think this is what we've all seen, and we're continuing to see, now with Rinpoche, like Rinpoche making his Lalita Vistara, yeah? So any of you that were thinking of writing down your experience that you had over these years or are still having, please do. And then please send it to Albaniano, yeah? And gradually we'll compile all this incredible things, yeah? Okay. Now I can't tell you all the details, but also since Rinpoche passed away, I'm very impressed by the things our Sangha members have told me, in terms of their continued experience, and also their connection with Rinpoche. It's how it's continuing, and so on. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so if we have bodhicitta, yeah, we will be free from all harm from spirits and so on, like all the negative ones, all the nasty ones, yeah, human and otherwise, will start to like us, and we'll, if not become our friend, at least be peaceful with us, yeah. So that's an incredible benefit of bodhicitta, yeah. Next benefit is we will accomplish all the spiritual grounds and paths, yeah. So the Borobudur monument, which is like a ziggurat, yeah, there's 10 levels, okay. So there's basically the pilgrim's progress from ordinary to enlightenment. There's 10 levels that we have to go through, okay. So if we have bodhicitta, we can go through them all, yeah. It's like the engine, the motor that takes us on the spiritual path, yeah, okay. And if we don't, we need to work on being nicer to people, yeah. So we've got some fuel in order to get up to the top of the path to enlightenment, yeah, okay. Yeah. Actually, there's two bodhicittas. It's called relative bodhicitta and absolute bodhicitta. Many people may wonder all the time why we do like this. Yeah, every time we say like Rinpoche's mantra and so on, Oma Guru, and we're going like this, like a bird flying or something. Why? It's because in the Mahayana Buddhism, we say we need to fly. A bird has two wings. Yeah. In order to fly, it needs to flap two wings. For us to fly to enlightenment, we need what's called the vast path and the profound path. What's this? The vast path is what we call relative bodhicitta. That means empathy, kindness, yeah, love, compassion, considering others, putting others first, wishing to really do something for others, generating this wish, may I become a Buddha for all beings, yeah, and doing something to helping in whatever way you can the vast number of people around you, even if it's just picking up the litter when you go out. Do something, yeah? Every day, try and do something to make the world a better place, yeah? You can go to bed thinking, oh, I did something today, that's okay, So one wing is this. There's literally billions of people in this world, so do something for other people. The other is just sit there and meditate, yeah? Okay. Think about the nature of reality, like who am I, where am I? If, I don't know, like, this looks like a phone, not real phone, but where is it? If I analyze, where is it? Yeah, let's get scientific. Yeah, this is what we call the vast path. Yeah, the scientific bit. Yeah, so through this scientific analysis of phenomena and how we see ourselves, yeah, we can develop peace. Yeah, we can make our emotional problems subside and then disappear. So with these, what we call the two bodhicittas, we can fly towards enlightenment. So in self-healing, we always do like this, like a bird flying to enlightenment, to remind us that we need these two things, yeah? like the hippies, peace and love, let's say, as ordinary people, okay? Very important. So all the time, Rinpoche made us do like this, yeah, okay? Why? Because we need to remember, we need to go up, we need our minds to ascend, yeah? And with that, our minds are going to ascend by being kind, having empathy, by being emotionally generous, taking care of others, and secondly, by spending time analyzing the nature of reality, yeah, okay? So also remember, we can't be a one-winged bird, yeah, because it doesn't work. We need to spend, we think empathy is easier, yeah, but we also need to spend some time with this wing as well. We need two wings, then we can take off, yeah. One-winged planes don't exist, no? Okay. Okay. Then, last two benefits of bodhicitta. I just wanted to share this because I think it's important, yeah, before we go any further, yeah. Because like I say, why we don't put energy into developing bodhicitta is because we don't know what the benefits are. We don't know much about it, no? And if we knew it was like 100% guaranteed investment, yeah, and all our wishes will be fulfilled, we can become a Buddha, we won't have any more emotional problems, all our wishes will be fulfilled, yeah, we'll never be miserable, everything will, like there's like that, I don't know if you've seen it on TV, there's like this advert, yeah, it's Paco Rabanne, you know, it's like one perfume advert, yeah, and there's one guy and he clicks his fingers and everything just happens for him, like gold, car, this, I don't know, yeah. So bodhicitta is this, everything happens, yeah? And if it's not happening for us, it's because we haven't got enough merit, yeah? Some people really, they're like that, it's true, not, yeah? Why that they do like this and everything happens is because a result of their incredible accumulation of positive action, positive karma, and positive energy built up over that life and also many lives, yeah? So, like bodhisattvas, really, it's like this. We've seen, no, with Rinpoche and also with the other high lamas. Amazing, no? Like, everything happens like very quickly. Like, it's not miracle, it's due to cause and effect, yeah, okay? But anyway, we see this is really true, yeah? So if we understood that this is the benefits of bodhicitta, yeah? That our mind is the source of peace and happiness for everybody around us, yeah? We would definitely think, I want that, yeah? I definitely want that. I want it more than anything else that I want in my life, yeah? That everything else, okay, I might want it, but only like that much, and I want bodhicitta like that much, you know, yeah? Or even more than that. I don't know. I don't have arms big enough. Yeah, the Tibetan lamas, they say, if we could see like because bodhicitta, it doesn't have a form, no, okay, but they said if you could put into form all the positive energy we create by generating bodhicitta, it would be like bigger than Mount Everest. It would be enormous, yeah. But the thing is, because we can't see it, we don't believe in it, yeah? But what we can see is the positive side effect of it, yeah? Like, for example, those of us who were lucky enough to be in Albagnano or around the world with Rinpoche these years, we saw, with Rinpoche and the High Lamas of the Ganden Nyingma tradition, we saw it's completely possible, yeah? And that things happen, not by magic, but by bodhicitta power, incredible things, really, wonderful things happen for the benefit of others. And this is true. You have a state of mind that's a source of peace and happiness for all beings, yeah? Because that's how we felt, around Rinpoche. Like we and hundreds and thousands of other people, like in Tibet, those 100,000 people that would line up to see Rinpoche, yeah? For 1 week, waiting in a queue to receive the blessing and so on, yeah? Why did they do that? Because of this special feeling that you get being in contact with the bodhisattva, yeah? In some of the Buddhist teachings and the Mahayana teachings, it says any relationship you have with a bodhisattva for you is positive, yeah? So, for example, now this doesn't mean that we should be horrible to bodhisattvas, of course not, yeah? But there's many stories, and even people who had like not just a good relationship with a bodhisattva, finally, anyway, their life became much better, more positive, yeah? So, of course, us who tried our best and, did everything we could to have a positive relationship, then that's okay, no? Yeah? With this we can rejoice in, okay? Okay, so anyway, so these are the benefits of bodhicitta. I just wanted to emphasize that before we continued, talking, because this section of the self-healing too is very short, yeah? Mainly in Rinpoche's book is talking about like all these kind of like tantric things, tantric technology and all this, but the basis of our actual realization of all these tantric things is developing bodhicitta, love, compassion, and empathy. Yeah. So, for example, if we're doing self-healing, Pema, and this and that, yeah, and we don't feel that things are changing, we need to go back to the basic building blocks, which is developing love, empathy, compassion, non-violence, these kind of things. Yeah. Once the foundations of our practice are strong, yeah, when we have what's called definite emergence, we want to really deeply want to change and become a better kind of person. When we want to develop this incredible mind, wishing to care for others, and when we wish to really understand the nature of reality, then these tantric technology things start to work. Okay. But anyway, we saw it's possible, so that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then also, some friends asked me to explain about the clear light illusory body and union. Okay, so this is like the highest and most like profound part of the tantric path. Okay, so of course it is possible to explain, and maybe another time, like just for like some kind of auspicious impression, I'll explain a little bit about this. Yeah, there's within our Gelugpa tradition, there's something called a teaching called Tantric Grounds and Paths. It explains very clearly about these things. So just for some kind of auspiciousness, okay, maybe next time, on Thursday, maybe I'll explain a little bit about this, okay, just to give one positive feeling, okay? But of course, until we actually experience it, it's just like one idea, you know? Like Lama Yeshe, who was one of the first masters to bring the Gelugpa Dharma to Europe, yeah? He said, like, for example, chocolate is brown, chocolate is sweet, you know? Chocolate melts in the mouth, but when you actually taste it, it's completely different, yeah? And that's the same with all these things in the Dharma, yeah? Okay, so one thing is the explanation, but when you actually put it in your mouth and eat it, it's a complete different experience, no? So anyway, so next time, okay, on Thursday, if you like, yeah. So there's actually several friends of me asked these things over the last few weeks, yeah. So, okay, explain very short, just to give some kind of positive impression, yeah. But now we'll continue a little bit with this section, yeah. I'll leave that for Thursday, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to read again the point meditation on page 62, yeah. Okay. So now, please, everybody, like, okay, here's Buddha Shakyamuni, there's picture of Rinpoche, yeah? So actually, when we visualize all the Buddhas, yeah, we should think they're a manifestation of our Guru, yeah? So we imagine all the Gurus, all the Buddhas, all the Daka, Dakini protectors, all the holy beings in front of us, okay? And now, as we repeat this, yeah, we request their blessing. So we imagine lights and nectars dissolving into us, our crown, our throat and heart chakra, transforming our mind, yeah? So our mind becomes more light, more positive, and these things, we imagine that we've actually achieved them, yeah? This is kind of a trick we use in this Dharma path, which is to imagine we already have a positive mind, and we emulate having a positive mind until it actually becomes real, yeah? So it's like, for example, maybe we're not a totally positive person, but if you imagine you're a positive person for long enough and start to think, oh, I'm a positive person, and act like a positive person, like, I don't know, get up and smile and be kind, yeah, then gradually, because we don't have a fixed personality actually, yeah, so gradually, by changing the habit, gradually we will truly become a happy and positive person, yeah. Okay. So actually, that's the good thing about emptiness. Because we're not fixed, we can improve ourselves, yeah? If we were fixed, there'd be no way, okay? So anyway, so let's just read this together, and then we'll carry on, okay? This is page 62, yeah, okay? Please, Lama Vajradhara Kyen. Please, my precious Lama healer, bless me to develop friendship, faith, and respect for you, the root of all attainments. So after each line, you imagine that all this energy is flowing into you, yeah? Okay. Bless me to quickly realize the preciousness of my human life. Impermanence. Death and transformation. The suffering of low states of consciousness. Refuge in the three jewels. How to live according to the laws of karma. The suffering of the higher realms. how to practice the 3 higher trainings, which are ethics, concentration, and wisdom, how to generate equanimity, love and compassion, how to equalize and exchange oneself with others, how to generate the superior intention and bodhicitta, how to practice the 6 perfections and live a bodhisattva's lifestyle, how to develop tranquil abiding, superior seeing, the profound view of the middle way, how to become a person suitable to practice secret mantra, that's Tantra, yeah? How to keep the vows and commitments purely, generation stage, and the completion stage realizations of clear light, illusory body, and union. Om A Guru Buddha Sutra Tantra Bhumi Patra Vasamanya Sawa Siddhi Atishkyani Atishkiti Soha. Om A Guru Buddha Sutra Tantra Bhumi Patra Vasamanya Sawa Siddhi Atishkyana Atishkiti Soha. Om Guru Buddha, please grant us all the realizations of the stages of the path of Sutra and Tantra, and all the relative and absolute attainments. Please bless me and help me to transform my energy. Visualize lights and nectars flowing down, bestowing transformative blessings, and granting all the realizations of the stages of the path of Sutra and secret mantra. Pause and meditate, yeah? So at this point, what we do is actually there's actually, if you count, there's maybe like, I don't know, like 21 different points in this list, yeah? So what we do is take one of them, like, for example, how to exchange ourselves with others. And then we just think about, imagine these lights and nectars coming from Buddha, Guru Buddha, into our mind, okay? So our mind gets a kind of boost, yeah? A boost, a wave of positivity. And then we think, okay, I'm going to, for example, I'm going to exchange myself with others. So that means we think about somebody else, somebody we know maybe, and put ourselves in their shoes. So we imagine, for example, what it's like to be them, yeah? And then we start to empathize with them, okay? See things from their point of view, yeah, okay? When the actual feeling comes like, oh, this person, they have suffering, they have problems, you know, I should be nicer to them, I should take care of them, because just as I want to be happy, so they too want to be happy. When we get that thought, yeah, then we concentrate on that thought, yeah? Then we concentrate on that positive mind for as long as we can, yeah, okay? Like, I don't know, like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, as long as we can, yeah? Yeah, more is more, okay? And we try and fix that positive mind within our mind, yeah, okay? Because our mind's very habitual, so we can make new positive habits by fixing them in our mind by meditating, yeah? So we do like this with each one of these meditations, yeah? Each one, we think about it until a positive thought arises, yeah? A positive wish, yeah? Then we fix on that positive wish. Like, for example, well, each one, yeah? For example, thinking about karma, actions, yeah? If we think about actions and how we're responsible for our own experience, then the thought will arise, I should be careful of how I act, basically, yeah? I should try and act in a positive way, yeah? That brings positive experience to myself and others. And as Rinpoche always said, every day try and do one less negative thing and one more positive thing, yeah? Then fix our mind on that, yeah? I should try and do every day one less negative thing and every day one more positive thing. Fix our mind on it, like, repeat it to yourself, think about it, you know? Because anyway, this is what we do with our thoughts, isn't it, yeah? The mind is like repeating itself all the time, like blah, 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 blah. But usually it's not so not so positive. It's going a little bit on the negative side, yeah? Wrong way of thinking. So we train ourselves to develop positive thoughts like life is short, I should do something meaningful with my life, yeah? I should take responsibility for my own experience, yeah? I should avoid negative actions. Every day I should do one less negative thing, one more positive thing, yeah? I should empathize with everybody, or whatever kind of experience they're having. So all these kind of positive thoughts we need to fix in our mind, yeah? Okay? We should do the meditation of the enemy, the loved one, and somebody, yeah, until we understand that we should have like a warm feeling towards everybody. And this thing of, oh, I hate you and I love you is very subjective, yeah? And we shouldn't give those things so much importance. We should just have a good feeling towards everybody, yeah? Okay? And so on, yeah? Yeah. So this is, when we mean meditation, and this kind of meditation, this is what we mean is generating positive thoughts like, for example, I should be more generous, yeah? I should be more ethical, yeah? I should be more patient, yeah? Then fixing them in our mind, yeah? And not only that, when we fix them in our mind, we should then start to enact them in our everyday life, yeah? This is what we call the after meditation process, okay? So in this meditation here, it looks like just one page, like blah, 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 very quickly, but it's actually explaining something like a very important thing in terms of personal transformation, yeah, okay? So we should try and do this. So actually, with these kind of Lamrim meditations, there's many, many books and manuals about this. And if you're interested, please get one or get 2 or get 10 or something. But the point is actually do it, yeah? Okay? There's a cycle of, I think, 21 meditations on the Lamrim, yeah? And then you try, like, I don't know, you can say, like, okay, in 1 month, I try and do every day one, yeah? So that means every day I try and develop one positive thought, yeah? So this is a little bit like this book here, no? Which is actually the successive book to number 2. It's called NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 3. It's called Guide to the Good Thought Supermarket, yeah? So actually there's 108 positive thoughts that Rinpoche thought we should develop, yeah? So it's like gradually the light is dawning within our mind. So it starts with quite dark. I mean, okay, of course, there's little light there. It says like first dawn here. So, okay, not so bright, but something is there because everybody has some good quality. But then the light needs to become more and more and more and more, bigger and bigger. And then, of course, the light gets more, the darkness gets left, yeah? And this is completely possible for every single person in the world, yeah? Okay. Of course, some of us have more challenges, yeah? Okay, maybe some habit pattern, something that's more difficult, but it's not impossible. This is our Buddhist view that nobody is so bad that they can't evolve. Nobody is beyond hope, yeah? And this is actually... when we talk about being a bodhisattva and keeping the bodhisattva vows and all this kind of thing, yeah, this idea that nobody is beyond hope, yeah, that everybody, yeah, we will never give up on them, yeah, this is a very, very important part of the bodhisattva worldview, yeah, okay. So, okay, for example, somebody may be difficult at this moment, but who knows, maybe 3 years later or 10 years later or 3,000 years later, things will be better, but we never give up on the possibility of that person to evolve and grow, yeah, okay? Anybody, yeah? So that's also a very healing worldview, you know? Very different from how many people, you know, there's this modern view, isn't there, that some people are just so terrible, there's no hope for them, yeah? But the Buddhist view is not that. Even the most terrible person has the seed of compassion. But obviously it needs cultivating, yeah? But it's there deeply, but, okay, it needs something to bring it out, yeah? So anyway, so many things to do, many seeds need to be taken care of. So Rinpoche, he always said we need to create a Buddha garden, yeah, in a peace garden, yeah. So it's like we have to become a gardener. So like, for example, if you get your packet of seeds, you go to the garden shop now and you get your tray of earth and everything. So then you have to sow the seeds, but then you need to take care, yeah, okay. So you need sunlight, you need plant food, you need water, you know, not too hot, not too cold. I mean, each plant needs a different condition, yeah? So in our NgalSo Ganden Nyingu tradition, they say we need to plant, actually we need to plant many seeds now, but they say mainly 5 seeds. One is definite emergence. That's I definitely need to change. I'm totally fed up with myself. I'm never going to be happy the way I am. I would like to definitely emerge and become a better person, yeah, okay? I want to get out of my personal samsara this again and again and again. Always doing the wrong thing, always being miserable, always being dissatisfied, always being depressed, you know, always being bored, always being stressed, yeah. It's never going to be okay. That's my samsara. I'm fed up. I want to get out of that. I want to emerge, yeah, okay? And it is possible, yeah. Second is to develop bodhicitta. So develop empathy, love, compassion, yeah, okay? Then wishing to do something for others, even to the point of our wish to become a Buddha for the benefit of others, yeah? Third is investigating the nature of reality, what's called right view. So these are the first 3 seeds we need to plant and take care of. Definite emergence, bodhicitta, and the correct view of reality. Yeah. Then on top, we need to plant and take care of another 2 seeds. One is called the generation stage of Tantra, and the 5th one is called the completion stage of Tantra. Yeah. So we don't think, okay, we need to completely grow up that plant of definite emergence before we can start on number 2, the bodhicitta. Yeah. And we need to do all the bodhicitta before we can understand something about reality. I mean, we don't do like this. We plant all 5 seeds, yeah, and then we take care of all 5 seeds, and then they all gradually grow up according to their own process. They're all different now, yeah. So we're like gardening, 5 complete different plants, yeah, 5 different realizations, and we have to create the causes, yeah, for all of these to grow up together. So this is like in our tradition, we do like this. Because I don't know if they think maybe you won't live long enough if you do the other one, yeah. If you wait until you fully have bodhicitta before you understand emptiness, you'll probably be dead, yeah. Okay, so we do grow up like anyway. They're all like synergetic, symbiotic. So one helps the other, yeah. So, for example, doing tantra, yeah, many different things. It's also helpful to develop the 2 bodhicittas, yeah. Okay. And so on and so on. The 2 bodhicittas are helpful to develop the tantric realization. In fact, they're indispensable, yeah? So we plant 5 seeds, and then we have 5 seedlings we take care, and finally we have 5 plants of realization. Our inner Buddha garden is full of beautiful flowers, yeah? Okay? And Rinpoche always said that we need to plant the seeds, of the Buddha garden, and finally we become like this, our whole mind will become like this, full of this incredible inner beauty, He always said, if not that he ever did judge Miss World competition, of course, but he said if he was ever going to judge Miss World competition, he would give the prize to the most peaceful girl, yeah, okay, not the most physically beautiful one, because he said many times people are physically beautiful, but they're ugly inside, yeah, okay. So anyway, the outer one, it's a bit difficult to change now at the moment, but we need to develop inner beauty, yeah, and this we can all do, yeah, okay. So. Rinpoche always said, please become inner supermodels, yeah? By developing like patience, kindness, yeah, inner qualities, yeah. So we can all do that and become, have an inner Buddha garden and all be inner beauties, okay. So that's really good, especially as we get older, yeah. So anyway, okay, then it says, please, okay. Maybe I will talk a little bit about what I said I'd talk about next time, yeah? So after what we call the Mahayana section, the Sutra section, which is from the first one, which is developing friendship in the spiritual guide, up to understanding the profound view of the middle way, yeah? Then it starts with what we call like the Tantric section, which is becoming a person suitable to practice secret mantra, keeping the vows and commitments purely, generation stage, completion stage, and clear light, illusory body and union, yeah? Okay, so to become a person suitable to practice secret mantra, that means actually we have to practice the Bodhisattva's lifestyle, yeah? It means we need to embody in our everyday life generosity, ethics, patience, energy in positive things, concentration, and wisdom, okay? So, 1 second, yeah? Okay, so why do we need to be that kind of person to practice tantra? Why? Because otherwise tantra won't work. That's why. Yeah, okay. So that's why. Yeah, okay. So we need to, like I said last week, when we start talking about paramita, it's like a little ship that takes us across the ocean of samsara. That's what it means. Like paramita means something that crossed beyond, or transcend, yeah? So they're practices that take us out of samsara, yeah, okay? And we always say there's like 6 of them, although in some teachings like Kalachakra, we say there's like 10 perfections, but normally we say there's 6 of them, yeah? Because actually we ordinary people, first we have to get the 6 perfections together, and then when we become Aryas, we then discover higher beings, we then discover there's another 4, but there's no point talking about the other 4 at the moment, yeah? Yeah. So, okay, the first one we need to do is, okay, so when we get up in the morning, we should try and Have a positive thought, yeah? Not just like, oh, I need tea, I need coffee, I've got a headache, I'm going to read the newspaper. We have to think, today I'm going to spend my time doing something for the benefit of others, yeah? We should always set a positive motivation, yeah? When we get up in the morning, yeah? Okay? Then all actually it means all the day will go positive, and we know this is true, yeah? Yeah, because in fact it's exactly like that, and if we wake up in a bad mood, then the whole day is horrible and everybody's horrible, yeah? So this anyway is a very good psychology, yeah? So motivated by bodhicitta, or at least some semblance of bodhicitta, yeah? At least I'd like to be as bodhisattva-like as I can, even, okay, I'm not perfect, but I'd like to go in that direction, yeah? So how are we going to become more bodhisattva-like is by acting like a bodhisattva. So how do bodhisattvas act, yeah? Well, apart from being like super lovely and kind and empathetic and recognizing everybody's profound inner goodness, yeah? And being charming to be around, they also practice they embody what's called the 6 perfections, yeah? So the first is called the perfection of giving, perfection of generosity, okay? So of course, first is giving material things, but I mean, but how can I say, like, if you have a lot, of course, give, yeah? But even if you're poor, yeah, they say you can give like even a small thing, and it is anyways creating a positive response, yeah? There's many stories in the Buddhist sutras, for example. Oh, there's loads of stories. Like, for example, there was one lady and she was completely poor and had absolutely nothing, yeah? Okay? She was like a beggar, like you see in India, like these poor people have absolutely nothing, yeah? Anyway, one Buddha was coming by, so she got like a dust from the ground and she said, okay, I offer this to the Buddha, yeah? Then as a result of that, yeah, as a result of that positive wish in other life, she had incredible wealth, yeah, okay? Because one of the benefits of generosity is our mind manifests the experience of wealth, okay, yeah? So this is something we really don't understand in the modern society, yeah? Wealth is not just, going out being alpha person, yeah? Climbing to the top of the heap and fighting to achieve our own wishes, also based on our education, whatever. It's not enough, yeah? We also need to have the accumulated merit of generosity in the path, yeah? Okay? Anyway, so we should try and be as generous as possible, okay? First, materially, okay? And there's loads and loads and loads of charities and endless amounts of people who need something. So actually, it's quite easy, even amongst our friends, our relatives, loads of people to be generous to. And then all kinds of people, loads and loads of people, and also animals and birds, insects, yeah? We can help, yeah? Then, not just this, no? But how do you say, yeah? We should give our time, like, I mean, maybe opening the wallet is not so difficult, no? For example, making a donation of some kind, no? Okay, it's positive, but we should also give our time and our energy to a positive causes, yeah? Yeah. So we could choose something that we feel is of benefit for humanity, which is many things, and commit ourselves to giving like some time per week to do that, yeah? Okay. Well, maybe most of us, we have to work and things. But okay, we say, okay, 1 day a week or 1 hour a week or something, I will commit myself to whatever charitable cause, I can, yeah? Okay, and there's many of them, so please choose one and commit yourself to doing some good for somebody, yeah? Or the environment, okay? Very important, yeah? Yeah. So, and when in the sutra teachings, when it says about giving things, it says, don't give away, but we have this idea in Buddhism of like people giving away all their stuff. It says, don't do that unless you're an advanced bodhisattva. Why? Because you need things to live with, yeah? Okay? Like, for example, we have stories like, for example, San Francisco, no? He gave away all his stuff, yeah? And then went in his underpants, yeah, or something to become a great saint, no? But only certain people, very high level, can do that, yeah? Okay. So ordinary people, we give in a different way, okay? Okay, we shouldn't over consume and things like that, yeah? And most of us have far too much stuff anyway. But if we do have a lot of things, Rinpoche always said no problem. But anyway, your things you use for something positive, yeah? He said it all depends on people's minds. So he said sometimes like kings and things, yeah? Like somebody said, for example, some bodhisattva kings in the past, they had incredible amount of things, palaces and kingdoms, all kinds of things. But actually they were using all this for the benefit of others, They weren't attached to it, Rinpoche used to say like, oh, like these Indian Mahasiddha kings, He said, okay, they had like all this gold jewelry and all this stuff, but for them it was like nothing. They were not interested at all. They were only interested in using all that, their power and influence, for the benefit of others. But he said maybe there was like one really poor person, one beggar, but actually then they had, I don't know, like very few things, but they were totally attached to that, So he said, it's very difficult to judge these things. Don't think because somebody has a lot of things, doesn't mean that they're attached, Well, so and that a poor person is not attached, So we have to, anyway, we shouldn't judge other people. No, we just examine our own mind, If we want to examine anybody else's faults, we get a big mirror and look at ourselves. That's the Buddhist way, no? And other people, we just try and be kind to them, give them space, respect them, and help them in their process, okay? Anyway, so as much as possible, we should be generous. So we have many of these different vows and ways, no? So we need to be materially generous, So, for example, in the street, there's lots and lots of beggars and things. So, for example, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, he always says that, for example, you should have like a little purse with lots of little coins, because there's so many beggars these days, no? Then you try and give one little thing to each one, not just give, I don't know, like €5 to one, then next one, oh, sorry, I gave already to that one, So even if you give like each one 10 cents like that, it's better, no? Okay. So his idea was like that, okay. We need to give material things. We need to give positive information, okay. And this is super important, because okay, one hand these days there's so much more positive ideas around. We have the internet, They say actually people's level of education worldwide is much better than it used to be, which this we can rejoice in, no? But also there's many like fake news, many wrong information. So we ourselves should be careful never to share any wrong idea, So if we're not sure, we should just be quiet, okay. So we should try and share positive ideas, positive information, things that will uplift people's mind, So for example, Rinpoche always encouraged us never to say anything negative, Why? Because all it does is put people's minds down. If we, for example, if we talk about somebody and their faults, all it does is create a bad feeling, Whether that person has a fault or not. Anyway, we as Buddhists, we should mind our own business and focus on our own fault, okay. And this is very important when we live in communities, Well, it's important everywhere, but especially in a community because somehow we're closer together, Okay, it's like having a huge family, that you can't escape from, Lots and lots of brothers and sisters. So Rinpoche always emphasized, like in our Sangha, the importance of having positive communication, peace communication, sharing only positive ideas. Why? Because we all want to put our minds up. Because if we want to put our minds down, easy, we just get a newspaper or switch on the TV. And there you are. Mind will go down immediately because you're going to hear a lot of negative ideas, negative news, and then you just feel miserable and stressed, no? So it's not really very uplifting, no? So we ourselves should do something different, share positive ideas, positive news, Which is why, he tried in all different ways to make this idea real. Like he had a radio station in Milano, and we had the Peace Times like newspaper. And anyway, so these ideas we all need to continue in our everyday life, each and every one of us, So Rinpoche always said, anybody in the world is welcome to listen to his self-healing teachings. You don't have to be a Buddhist or anything like that, but please commit yourself to this idea of not harming, of being peaceful, And also try and share something positive, try and be uplifting, Then there'll be some use to listen to this kind of idea, this kind of information, okay? So we should be generous if we can materially. Anyway, we can always, I don't know, we can bring one flower, we can do something, Definitely we should all be positive with positive news, positive ideas, positive information, We should be, so, okay, there's the Dharma teachings, but all other kinds of positive information, which there's many, we should also share and propagate, okay? So please do, every day, let's try and share one positive news, And every day try and share one less negative news, Especially now at the moment, Because like every time you open up the news, it's just like, okay, how many million people have died. It's like each time it's like almost, I don't know, more I don't know if you count, like most of the articles are negative, no? So every day, let's try and share one more positive news, one more positive information. I don't know, let's tweet or I don't know what we do. Put on, at least if we use social media, let's try and share something positive, yeah? And so, try and change the balance, make it more positive, more light, more uplifting, yeah? Okay? I thought, or don't use at all, it's better, no? Yeah? So we need to be generous with our resources and also with our energy. That means we should work for others, yeah? Without, also that means freely should help others, not thinking, oh, how much am I getting paid and stuff like that. We should just do things for others because it's the right thing to do, not think about what we're getting back, just because to be human means to care for others, to think about the collective, yeah? We should be generous with positive information. We should also be generous with love, yeah? It means truly we should like at least smile at other people, be kind, have a kind look in our eyes. Rinpoche always said, the way we look at people, if we look in a bad way, it's like shooting somebody with a gun, yeah? Because you can feel it now. When somebody looks at you nastily, the rays, they hit you, And they don't need to see anything. They don't need to say anything else because the bad look is already there, yeah? So he said we need to look with peace, speak with peace, peace with everything, everything with peace, okay? Like have a better, nicer, kinder communication, yeah? Because love is this. It means may you be well, may you be happy, yeah? Okay? So we should do something every day to try and make the world a better place, even in a small way, for somebody else, yeah? And okay, so actually it's not that difficult, yeah? Okay? Even just go out of the house and smile at somebody. If I don't know, somebody needs, their shop. Many people, older people, no? Help them carry their shopping into their house. Do something, I don't know. There's endless amounts of things we can do for other people, yeah? Okay? So please try every day to do at least something, yeah? Or many times we have friends in many difficulties, many sufferings, yeah? Okay?
Now we have to smile with the eyes.
Ellen is here. She says, now, with the masks, no? So we need to train in smiling with our eyes. It's true, no? You can see, no? Okay, we can't see this bit anymore, but we can see here, no? So we need to, I don't know, more scratch up our eyes a bit more and be smiley with our eyes. So, yeah. So when we have very happy eyes, yeah? Like, actually, Avalokiteshvara, yeah? He's the one that Buddha Chenrezig, his name means the one that looks with compassion towards the unobservable sentient beings. Why they're unobservable is because, anyway, scientifically we can't find them, but that's another story. Yeah? Manjusri, the Buddha of wisdom, he's called gentle speech. Yeah. So do you see what we're getting at here? Manjusri has beautiful words, gentle words. Yeah, like Rinpoche said, no. Chenrezig has beautiful eyes, yeah? So this is what we need, beautiful speech and beautiful eyes, yeah? So even if we have the mask on, yeah? Anyway, we still speak to people, no? Whether it's through the computer or in person or a few meters distance, but we need to say beautiful things, kind things, yeah? Don't say negative things. Say things that's uplifting, yeah? That make people feel better. So if we wish to share something negative, just put your hand over your mouth and don't say it, yeah? Keep it to yourself. If you have something positive, share it with the others, yeah? Okay? So when we see others, share love, have beautiful eyes, okay? And Rinpoche always used to say, I heard him say many times, he used to say, for example, oh, Italian people, their culture is so beautiful, you have beautiful language, beautiful speech, but just need a little bit more peace culture, yeah? Then you'd be number one. And then he would go to Spain and he would say, oh, Spanish people, you have a beautiful culture and you have beautiful language and beautiful eyes. You also need to do the same, no? So we'd say in every country, which is true, no? No, it's true. Each culture has many beautiful things, yeah? And also true, many people are beautiful, but we need to be more beautiful by looking with love, looking with compassion, speaking with peace, speaking with love, yeah? Okay? So we need to do like that. So that's the third thing, yeah? Give love, yeah? And the fourth thing we need to do is give protection, yeah? So, like, how can we protect others? Well, many different ways. Like, for example, now in the pandemic, yeah, we can protect others in so many different ways. Like, for example, put a mask when you go out, yeah? Follow the rules of social distancing. Do everything you can to make other people's lives better, of which there's many things to do, okay? So, I mean, this is a huge list of things we can do to protect others, yeah, okay? So whatever we can do, yeah, we don't have to be like Superman or Superwoman. Even if we get, for example, maybe we don't buy a super cheap mask, yeah, we buy like a better quality one that really actually stops our breath, and in case there's any virus going to the other person, yeah, maybe we spend a bit more money and have a good mask when we go out. Maybe we do really try and wash our hands and all that, yeah, because we don't want like some older person to get sick, no, yeah? And so on. Okay, we hope soon the pandemic will finish, but always there's some difficulty, always there's some problem, always people need help, yeah? So we should figure out whatever way we can do to protect other people from suffering, yeah? Of which there's many ways, so we should do, yeah? Okay? So anyway, so that's the first one. That's, okay, generosity, perfection of generosity, yeah? Next one, okay, next one is the perfection of patience, yeah? Okay? Okay, so patience means, basically it means like voluntarily accepting suffering, yeah? So that's not normally how we think, is it? Normally, if somebody gives us a hard time, we react, or have some difficulty, we react with anger and irritation, yeah? Okay? So we need to reverse our habit and change it and become a patient person. Why? Because, as Rinpoche said, we will become inner supermodels, yeah? No, because why is because anger, as Shantideva says, takes us to the gate of hell and throws us in. Like in our lives, no, we spend so much effort building up, I don't know, our careers, our job, our houses, our family, our relationships. All this we can destroy through our anger, very easy, like a fire that can destroy everything. So anger is super destructive. So therefore, it's more intelligent, it's a better investment to become patient, okay? Yeah. Okay, actually this is number 3, but okay, it doesn't matter. I'll do ethics afterwards, yeah, okay? So, patience, okay, there's different kinds of patience, like being patient, so I don't know, learn something like, I don't know, like kickboxing or something, yeah? We wouldn't consider that patience in Buddhism. Patience means enduring the suffering to do something positive, yeah? Enduring the suffering to do something negative is just a waste of time from the Buddhist point of view, like, yeah? So we don't mean like patiently enduring the suffering to learn how to become a bank robber or anything like that, yeah? We mean patiently enduring the suffering to become kinder, to become wiser, to have more capacity to help others, develop our human qualities or help the environment, yeah? So this is a big subject in Buddhism. So when I was talking about NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 1, we were talking about the Lojong teachings, yeah, okay? So this is exactly what we need if we're going to develop patience, yeah, okay? Because many times there's people who irritate us, who are rude to us, aggressive, yeah? So we need to learn to see them as, in the Lojong teachings, as our bodhisattva makers, yeah? Our personal trainers, yeah? So instead of thinking, you're really horrible, I hate you, I wish you would disappear down a hole, and with normal things, we think about people who are annoying to us, yeah? We think, oh, how happy I am to see you again. You're helping me to develop my mind, yeah? Left to my own devices, I would never bother to develop patience and become a strong person. But now you're forcing me to do it. Just like if I went to a gym and bought a gym subscription, I'd have a personal trainer who would encourage me to lift more and more weights and run faster and faster, even though left to myself I wouldn't. Now you're my bodhisattva maker, you're my personal trainer, and even better, you're free. How wonderful, how lucky I am, yeah? So we should develop these kinds of thoughts, yeah, with irritating people, yeah, okay? So the Lojong teachings are super important, yeah, okay? And anyway, so there's different kind of patiences. Actually, we say there's 3 kind of patience, okay? First one is called not retaliating, yeah? That means not reacting, yeah? When somebody says, you're horrible, we just go. We're not allowed to retaliate back, yeah? Why? Because we want to change, yeah? Because we already reacted badly so many times. We reacted with violence, with irritation. All it did was create pain and suffering for ourselves and others. Now we want to change. We want to become good people, better people, yeah? So we're going to make an effort to not retaliate. And even if it doesn't come naturally, we will continue to pretend it does until we do become, until it changes, you know, okay? And this is absolutely possible, yeah, okay? Okay, actually, speaking of this, I must tell one story, yeah? This is, which is actually a good illustration of why we do the union of Sutra and Tantra together, yeah, okay? Okay, so, now I'm going to talk about some small experience that I had, yeah? When I was a kid, yeah, I think I was about, maybe it was about 9 or something, yeah? Now, when I was a kid, I was like kind of top of the class, clever, you know, very academic, yeah? So the other kids didn't like me too much, yeah? So one day, the other kids, some group of them, they beat me up in the playground. Yeah, one boy, they hit me, you know, little kids, and one of them scratched my face like that. Yeah, and I had like these like scratches down my face. Yeah. So result of this, I was not very happy. So I took up karate, yeah, and I trained in karate and got. So I thought if I learn to fight, I'm going to, you know, anybody that hits me, I'll hit them back, and that will be the end of it. And then I told everybody I was doing karate and do all my karate chops in the playground and stuff. And in fact, nobody ever hit me again. But anyway, inside I became more of a kind of aggressive person. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I gave up karate at age 16 when I was in a karate competition and broke somebody's nose. And, you know, anyway, I broke their nose in a very horrible way. And I suddenly realized that karate was not just doing some fancy exercise, and it was actually a violent thing. Yeah. Okay. And I stopped. Yeah. Okay. Because I didn't want to engage in something that was violent. Yeah. Okay. So I gave up karate. Okay. Okay. Many years later, I'm with Rinpoche, working for Rinpoche. And at that time, we were going around the world. Rinpoche was teaching self-healing, you know, Pam, Le Pam, Janko, and everything, going around the world here and there, you know, teaching self-healing around the world. And also, when he was not teaching self-healing, he was teaching about peace. Peace with everything, everywhere, everything with peace. So he spent one whole year, actually 2 years, going around the world. And every place he would talk about how we need to develop inner peace. We need to look with peace, listen with peace, speak with peace, touch with peace, peace with everything, everything with peace. Okay. And I was following him around, like taking notes. Now from this we made his books. Yeah. Like this one. Okay. Many others. Yeah. Okay. With all these books. Yeah. With these ideas about how to bring peace into society. Okay. Then we were, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know where. On one of these tours. One day I woke up in the morning. And I had like these big like red scratches down my face, like somebody had cut my face. Yeah, okay. Everybody's like, "Oh, what did you do to your face?" And I was like, "What? What?" Looked in the mirror, yeah, and there was like this big like red, like kind of bloody scratches down my face. And I was like, then I thought, "Oh, I know what this is. This is from when I was 9, you know." Yeah. So what this means is that since I was 9 years old, that trauma of being attacked in the playground and that frustration and anger was inside of me, you know. Yeah, okay. But because of doing all this meditation practice, working with the subconscious, with self-healing, and Rinpoche all the time is saying peace with everything, everything with peace. Then together with the self-healing, it really touches your subconscious, okay? And it actually must have touched that thing in my subconscious, and it came out, yeah? And it liberated that kind of negative feeling, that trauma, and it actually came out again on my face, yeah? So it just shows how much stuff, I mean, that's just my small example, yeah, one small example I had, but it shows how much incredible like trauma that we carry within us, yeah. And many people around the world, they used to go and see Rinpoche and they'd have some problem, and Rinpoche would say, "Oh, what happened to you when you were like 16 or something?" Yeah, because he had this kind of like medical clairvoyance, yeah. And then they would say, "Oh, they'd think about it, can't remember." Then next day they would think, "Oh, when I was 16 happened this, and this," yeah. And he would always say that why you're sick now is because of what happened when you were 16 or whatever age you were, this thing that happened to you in the past, yeah? So all these things we carry within us, yeah, okay? So, for example, to become a truly patient person, yeah, of course, we need to think about this. We need to think about the patience of not retaliating, yeah, and voluntarily enduring suffering and so on. But we also need to actually work with our subconscious mind. We need these positive thoughts to penetrate our mind on a deeper level. This is why we do these kind of tantric meditations. So our subconscious, let's say, our subtle mind is imbued with this energy of peace, of empathy and love. Then these things come out and they get healed, yeah, okay? So that's exactly why we need to do Sutra and Tantra together. We need to plant 5 seeds and take care of them. And then these 5 realizations grow up together, yeah, okay? So first thing is do not retaliate, yeah, okay? So at first, we may not be used to retaliating. Maybe we need to bite our tongue, yeah, when somebody's rude to us. I mean, why they're rude to us? Because we were probably rude to them in the past, yeah? So we should think, okay, they're being rude to me and I'm paying off my karmic debt, yeah? Okay. So I just need to bite my tongue and accept it. And then gradually the habit will change, you know, because we do not retaliate. That doesn't make us a weak person, by the way. This is actually making us a stronger person. This is a wrong view that we have in modern society, that weak people do not retaliate, yeah, okay? You actually need more inner strength to be a peaceful person, yeah, okay? So if you want to be a superhero, a bodhisattva, a strong one, then we need to learn not to retaliate, to have patience, yeah? And we should, following our emotions, like lashing out and stuff like that, that's showing our emotional weakness, isn't it, yeah? So we shouldn't do that, yeah, okay? So first one is do not retaliate, yeah, okay? But Rinpoche said little by little we can change our habits, like every day, one less negative thing, every day one more positive thing, or as much as we can. So gradually we can learn to become more patient. So when somebody says something horrible to us, for example, breathe, yeah? At least count to 3 or count to 10 before we say anything, yeah? Then at least we have one space to think before we just say blah, blah, or no, whatever is in our mind, whatever emotional reaction comes out, yeah? Better is better, no? Yeah? Also, for example, another Buddhist argument we have is, since we're a child, we knew that if we, for example, we have a cooker now, yeah, with the flame, yeah? So since we're a child, we know that if we stick our hand in the flame in the cooker, we will get burnt. So that's why we don't do it, yeah? So some people, their nature is like fire. We know they're, for whatever reason, you know, whatever happened in their life, they're very rough, very aggressive, very emotive kind of people. So we know like they're like that, yeah? So if they're rude and aggressive to us, there's nothing to be surprised about, yeah? We just think, okay, they're like fire, need to take care around them, yeah? And if they, you know, don't like, say, fire, don't get too close, yeah? Also with these kind of people, yeah? And if they do lash out at us, actually we should think, okay, I'm paying off my karma. And also, we have to have empathy towards them, yeah, okay? Compassion towards them, yeah? I mean, they always say in the Buddhism, no, if somebody, how do you say? If somebody hits you, for example, with a stick or something, yeah? Or whatever, however they harm you, yeah? They're a manifestation of our own past karma, yeah? I can only experience the result of something I did myself. Otherwise, so I created the cause for somebody to hit me, actually, okay? But them hitting me actually means my karma's finished, yeah? So if I don't get angry, if I don't retaliate, that's done, the karma. But if I get angry and if I get react, then I'm generating more, to have more of it again in the future. So the intelligent reaction, if somebody's harmful to me, is not react, yeah? In fact, have empathy towards them, try and be peaceful, yeah? Because then we're cutting the karma for have more negative reaction with that person in the future, yeah? And in fact, that person who's negative and aggressive towards us, yeah, or is saying nasty things or whatever, they are creating the cause for more suffering for themselves in the future, yeah? So actually, we should feel sorry for them and have empathy towards them, yeah? So very different from how we normally think, isn't it, yeah? There's many things in Buddhism we really have. Rinpoche said, we need to change the position of our mind. I said, not impossible. Just need to look, it's like taking the mind there and putting there, look in a different way. Then we see things rightly, yeah, okay? So we just need some new habits, yeah? So we need to see things in a new way, okay? So if you know somebody is like very aggressive, rough person, you think, okay, like fire, don't stick your hand in the fire, yeah? And yeah. Okay, that's one. Okay, so that's one thing. Do not retaliate, okay? Next one is, okay, this is one that's not so commonly known. Second kind of patience of definitely thinking about the Dharma, yeah? Why? Because actually in our case, now Rinpoche always made the Dharma super nice, super accessible. He made it all sugar-coated and fun, didn't he, yeah? And he made it like so easy. Sometimes we weren't even realizing that it was happening. I was just like, oh, he's super nice, and we want to be with him. And then he would kind of like sort of insert the Dharma into our life with him without us really knowing what, yeah? And then only later did we understand what he'd done, though. Yeah, like, so he put all the points of the Dharma in a very simple, it's a very easy way. I don't know. Oh, let's sing something. Let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, you all know how he did it, no? Okay. But for example, some subjects about the Dharma require some more effort than others. Like, for example, thinking about emptiness, the nature of reality. Yeah, most people would rather clean their kitchen cupboard or pay their taxes rather than think about emptiness. I'm sorry to say, but this is true, no? Sometimes because our ego mind feels threatened by this kind of idea, yeah? Because it's challenging to our sense of self, yeah? Our wrong sense of self, but anyway, it feels threatened, yeah? So it's amazing, like, for example, we say, oh, would you rather read, I don't know, like debate between the wisdom and the ego, or a book of Nagarjuna or Chandrakirti, or would you rather, I don't know, clean the entire Dharma Center? Most people say, clean the entire Dharma Center, yeah, okay. It's just like how, so sometimes we need to make an effort, yeah, first, yeah. Also, this is also because, again, like bodhicitta, we don't understand the benefits of meditating on emptiness, yeah, okay. Rinpoche, anyway, called it space training, yeah. And he always said like this, yeah, that if we have a problem, yeah, what we need to do is, now we have like a recycling system in our house or a garbage bin. He said, your problem, you need to put it in the space bin and pull the handle, poof, it's gone, yeah, because that's what meditation on emptiness does, yeah. This thing, it does not really exist. It's not really a problem, yeah. So he said, big problem needs to become small problem, needs to become little difficulty, and needs to disappear, needs to go in the space bin, yeah. Because I used to ask Rinpoche many, many times, Rinpoche, how can you support all day long, literally all day from morning to night, people telling you their problems, all day, literally all day long, yeah? I'm sick, I'm suffering, my husband, my wife, my business, my job. Rinpoche was just totally all the time available to hear people's problems, yeah? And I used to say, like, for a normal person, this would be too much, you get a certain point and just cannot take it anymore. And I used to say to him, how do you do it? And he said, me, no problem. I have a lot of space in my mind, yeah? And I have patience because I have huge space in my mind, so it doesn't disturb me, yeah? So we need to develop space training, yeah? Okay? So don't worry. We have this, yeah? Guide to the Good Thought Supermarket, yeah? How to develop inner space. After we've done self-healing 2, we will do that, yeah? Okay? So anyway, so we need to make an effort in the Dharma, okay? Why? Because the Dharma is what stops us suffering, thinking about normal things. Maybe, of course, it's interesting and all that, but it won't ultimately stop us from suffering, yeah? Okay? Just fill our mind with more kinds of concepts and ideas that's just relatively useful. Okay, some things are relatively useful, of course, yeah? But the things so for example, learning to concentrate is not so easy, okay? Yeah. Learning to understand the nature of reality is not so easy, but we should make an effort, because then we are truly seizing the essence of a well-lived human life, yeah? Why? Because with this, we can free ourselves from our emotional problems, we can have big inner space, we can become like Rinpoche, yeah? So imagine, like, all the time, like Rinpoche, literally, from when he woke up in the morning, yeah, till when he went to sleep, and even sometimes after he was asleep, people would phone him up, yeah? Yeah, and tell him their problem. And it was like, yes, fine, never upset, and just completely like kind and nice to everybody. Yeah, it's like a kind of recycling machine of like other people's problems. Then people would go away feeling happy, feeling peaceful, feeling uplifted, feeling joyful. Yeah, this is the quality of a bodhisattva. Okay, because most of us, if we spent all day listening to other people's problems, and we just become depressed or stressed or driven to drink or drugs or something, yeah, wouldn't we? Yeah, okay. But Rinpoche is complete accept, Why? Because of his incredible empathy towards other people, yeah, like this bodhisattva quality, yeah. So we need patience of definitely thinking about the Dharma. But anyway, Rinpoche, he had this clever technique of making it all fun, didn't he? So this is what we need to continue in our NgalSo tradition, yeah. Like the Rinpoche said, before he passed away, he said, please, everybody, you need to sing, yeah, my songs, yeah, yeah. And he said, please be happy, please try and live a happy life. He emphasized this aspect of being joyful, being happy, yeah. So in honor of our guru, we need to try and do this, okay? Always keep the mind up, yeah. Okay, and then number 3 is we need how do you say? We need how do you say? Number 3 is 1 second. Number 3 is actually I can't find number 3. Okay, never mind. Yeah, number 3 we'll do next time. Oh yes. Oh yeah, sorry. Number 3 was actually number 2, which is the patience of voluntarily enduring suffering. Yeah, okay. So sometimes we have to, for example, yeah, this is a good thing for us all, a good life skill for us all to learn, no? Because like for example, sometimes we're all of us none of us read the contract of life. Yeah, okay, we're all born, and then gradually it's okay when you're young, but then you start to get old and start to get pain and start to get tired, and everything becomes a bit more difficult, no, as you get older, no. So of course things happen in life. Sometimes we experience sorrow, sometimes we experience pain, physical pain. So this is part of the contract of life we didn't read, but now it's too late. We can't give ourselves back, no. So it's like, this is life, So things sometimes go wrong in life, but we have to be patient, no? Not like be angry, be frustrated, like rage against the machine, yeah? Because it's like, what did we expect, This is human life. Of course, sometimes we or our loved ones get sick, People die, there's accidents, people have unhappy experiences, but we have to like be patient. We get hungry, we get cold, we get thirsty, we get headache, we get joint pains, we get all kinds of things wrong, no? But need to accept, no? And also, if we do have like this more acceptance, it's actually much, much easier for us to deal with the situation. Like nowadays, they have all these kind of like pain. Like some people, unfortunately, they have like very strong, like consistent pain in their body, no, like through arthritis or many other reasons, no. So they have these clinics with people to reduce the amount of painkillers they're on, and actually a lot of it is about the way you think, no, how to actually like accept like the situation, no. So rather than, it's part of the package of life that unfortunately all of us, we have sometimes to experience unpleasant experience, yeah, physically and mentally, but better we deal with patience, with grace, yeah. Because just lashing out and being angry at who exactly, because we made this ourselves, no. So anyway, so that's the there's the 3 kinds of patience we need to develop. Zopa in Tibetan, yeah, okay. So we need to, what is it? We need patience of not retaliating. So somebody do it for me. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Second one is voluntary. We need to accept suffering. Yeah, not oh, I'm so hungry and I'm mad at everybody. I'm in pain and I hate everybody. No, we need to accept. Yeah, be patient. Yeah. And the third one is patience of making an effort to put the mind in the right direction. Yeah, the effort of practicing the Dharma. So these 3 kinds of patience we need to develop. Why? Because we have this motivation. I wish to become a Buddha for the benefit of all beings. Yeah. Then, like this, it's becoming a transcendent perfection. Okay. Okay. So anyway, so I think now more or less we have run out of time. So anyway, thank you all very much for listening. So anyway, so maybe till Thursday, we can analyze which part of, if you like, of course, nobody's obliged to do anything, but if you like, please analyze your life, yeah, and think about one aspect of your life you'd like to become more patient is, yeah. Like for example, maybe if you don't eat on time, you become super angry and nervous. You're like, where's my dinner here, or whatever. Yeah, there's some things that trigger our anger in our life, so we could examine that for each one of us, and then we think, okay, that one thing in my life, this I'll try and work on and try and become a more patient person. Yeah, yeah. So if you like, let's try and do that as not homework, but we're all going on a journey together. Okay. I mean, I'm also like these in between, trying to think about these things. I'm not telling you to do something I'm not doing myself. Yeah, okay. So if you like, let's try and do that together. Okay. So anyway, so I thought 1 second. I thought maybe we can, because nowadays, as we all know, we have the pandemic. Yeah, I thought maybe today we could add the prayers of Shantideva, yeah, that Rinpoche was always saying in the last year of his life. Yeah, so in I think more or less the last year of Rinpoche's life, he was always saying this very famous prayer from the 10th chapter, the dedication chapter of Shantideva's Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life. Yeah, where. So I'll repeat this actually in English, yeah? And then all of you know this in your own language, okay? Okay, so first we'll do the NgalSo prayers, and then we will make the Shantideva prayers, so that prayers for the people to get better now in the pandemic, okay? Okay, so let's touch our hand to our heart. We say Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Inner and World Peace, and so on. And, yeah, and then I'll make the wishing prayers of Shantideva, okay? Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, Om Bishwa Shanti Hum. Lama Kunchason La Kapsuchi, Rani La Sadonil Zonecho, Dona Chosonyecho Da Da Da, Kecho Hokundu Jishindra. Dona di sanampagewe so, jine sapane hinyo duda, no bubanzo shambala gene, la mehe langirun patashishu. Ni mo dehele hesendele, ni me kuhoya handele shin, ni senta hatu dele pel, kuncho hosungi jingi. Kuncho sungi so kuncho sungi ta shisho. Okay, at dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the path of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. Okay, and then hang on, 1 second. Let me just find Shantideva's prayer. Okay. May everybody who's sick be freed at once from every sickness. May every sickness that afflicts all living beings be wholly and forever absent from the world. May medicines be full of strength. May all our prayers and mantras be chanted with success. May the virus and the bacteria that feed on our flesh be kind, their minds full of pity for us. May all the beings everywhere who suffer torment in their bodies and mind have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as space endures, as long as there are beings who exist, may I continue likewise to remain, to drive away the sorrow of the world. May the pain and sorrow of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly upon me. And may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas always bring about the happiness of beings. May the Dharma, the only cure for sorrow, the source of every bliss and happiness, be blessed with all the resources, upheld with veneration, and may it continue for a vast amount of time. Yeah? Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Yeah. So I hope you have a good week. Yeah. So please let's all focus on one aspect of our life where we could become, let's say, a little more patient, something that makes us mad in our life. Let's see how we can work on that, maybe a person, maybe an experience that we have on a regular basis. Let's try and work on becoming a more calm, peaceful person, yeah? Okay, so we'll continue on Thursday, 7 to 9 Central European time. Thank you all very much for listening. See you all soon. Thank you.